Hi, everyone, and welcome to Strategic Wealth Strategies Podcast with our host, Alan Porter. Alan, what's going on, man? How are you?
How you doing, man? It's over 100 degrees out here in North Carolina. It's really super hot.
Yes, I mean, it's hot in Pittsburgh as well, but not hot as Texas, so thank goodness. That's all I have to say, because I'm not burning up in Texas. But what is our topic we're going to cover today?
Well, I read this article in Wall Street Journal a couple of weeks ago, and it kind of affected me because my granddaughter is in college. And it talked about documents that kids in college need to have. And I started reading it, and I said, oh my God, this is important information that people need to know, especially their children over 18 years of age. So what I've prepared, a short PowerPoint presentation, but this is very, very important for people to understand. So just bear with me a second.
All right, we just jump on it. Here we go.
You know, when your child goes off to college, you need to have these items completed. You need to complete these documents, whether you think they do or not. Number one, the Universal HIPAA Release Form. This is very, very important. The form allows important medical information to be shared with another person, such as a parent, especially important when parents are far away and something happens to their child. They get in a car wreck or something. And if they're over 18 years of age and you don't have this form signed, you can't find anything out about the child.
Oh my God.
It's huge. And if you don't have this document, that's just what's going to happen to you.
Wow.
The next one, healthcare PROXY, it's also known as a healthcare power of attorney, and allows a trusted individual to make medical decisions for a young adult if he or she is not able to, such as being incapacitated or something like that. I didn't even think about this one until I read that article. A living will. This is absolutely huge. No one wants to think about a worst case scenario when their child is away at school, but if a medical crisis does occur, you want to be ready with a living will that will allow the young adult to spell out ahead of time the kinds of life-saving measures such as, CPR, ventilators, and artificial nutrition. It also covers decisions about pain management and organ donations. It may not agree with you, but they're adults when they reach 18. It's their decision. In a life or death situation, no one, and I mean no one, should be sitting around looking at each other and saying, what should we do? Mm-hmm. Because I know many people have done that. A durable power of attorney for financial decisions. There are many times that parents need to step in and help their children in financial matters, such as paying rent, credit card bills, to avoid late payments and damaging their credit. Having this document can be a way to step in and help the child without seeking judicial permission to act on the child's behalf. Of course, saving you a ton of money in the meantime. And health insurance. Typically young adults can stay on their parents' health insurance until they are 26. Some may choose to purchase a school's insurance plan instead. That's what my granddaughter did. But parents want to have access to plan if they want to information or billing on the coverage. And if they don't have this, they need to get it. This is extremely important. I never heard of this before. The FERPA agreement. It may come as a surprise to many parents who might be paying for your college education, but they don't have access to gain for any of their academic, financial aid, student accounts, or disciplinary records. Parents need the student to sign a FERPA waiver, Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. All these documents are very important and should be taken care of as soon as possible to avoid problems down the road. Think about this. What if you don't have the HIPAA thing signed and your son gets in a car wreck and he's over 18 and you can't find a thing about it? And besides that, you're on vacation someplace, or they're going to school 3 states away or across the country. I mean, these things are so very important, that I want to educate people on not only my financial strategies, but I want to educate them on what they need to live a less stressful, happier, and a healthier lifestyle for not only them, but for their family. And if anybody wants to get a hold of me, call me at 910-551-1046. My email is strategicwealth@gmail.com. And of course, there's my website, alanporternc.com/strategic wealth strategies. Now, this is not my regular type of webinar or podcast, but I just felt it was extremely important to put that information out there because people need to know, Neil.
It's so important, Alan, because literally, if we don't get this information out there, people are missing out in so many ways. Because I didn't know all these things need to be done. And this is so important for parents, and it's not out there. And being out on social media, hopefully it'll get that information out there, being on this podcast and my radio show. So thank you for that great information today.
All right. Well, you take care of yourself. Say hi to everybody back there in Pennsylvania.
I will. All right. That was the Strategic Wealth Strategies podcast, guys. Take care.